Last time on D&D, Drost beat the shit out of a giant. I think that's where we started. It was a bit of some spectators around in the local village that were trying to get to the well, and this gosh darn giant just would not get the fuck out of the way. He was very upset. He was asking for them to all bring him some food. He demanded that they respect him, that he was the large one here. He had the power and the strength and the size, and everyone should just give their belongings to him and all this stuff. And Dross challenged him, and it absolutely creamed him. I think in a single round, just almost entirely knocked him out.
And none of us helped him.
Yeah, pretty much. Drost was, living with a combat transmitted disease for a little bit because of that, unfortunately. But you cured that with a greater restoration. Nikarith chased down the giant, trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. Why did he run away so quickly? What was his deal? I believe Zanshana also made some notes about how this whole story seemed weird, and it's weird that this story could change and stuff. So Nikarith chased after the giant, trying to figure out what the fuck's his deal. And he very quickly gave up after Nikarith caught up to him. And he asked him some questions, try to figure out what his deal was. I've said that like 3 times now. But you asked him some questions, and he
tried to figure out what his deal was.
Yeah. The questions were, the first question is, "Hey man, what's your deal?" And
what the fuck is up with that?
Yeah, what the fuck is up with that?
Basically.
This giant revealed that he's working for a local, essentially warlord giant. There's a powerful storm giant whose lair could actually be seen by the time Nikarith stopped this giant. This massive storm cloud up in the sky. The giant's name was Gezto, I believe. If that is the correct, I think it was Gezto. Yes, Gezto, the storm giant, was the local warlord, and this giant Urbar was just working for him and kind of forced to do this other giant's bidding. This other giant was promising all these lesser giants nearby like power and riches, and or threatening them with violence, any kind of manipulation he could use on these lesser giants in order to have them bring him food. Mostly was the number one thing. Food and riches, but mostly food. So that's what Urbar was doing, and Urbar was hoping that eventually he could amass enough power from this greater giant in order to cure this curse that was placed upon him so long ago, this disease that had transformed his body and made his skeleton all warped and his skin all boily, and his eyes all misshapen, and everything about him was just rough and ugly. And it was very painful beyond just the discomfort of being so visibly ugly. So he wanted that gone as soon as possible. Nikarith brought up, potentially this Gezto guy is the one who cursed you originally in order to get you to work for him, right? And that gave poor Urbar an existential crisis, and he basically broke down on the spot.
Yep.
Yeah,
that did happen.
That did happen.
Great job, Nikarith.
He just dropped what he was holding, fell to his knees, and pondered his existence.
Oh my god. Have that effect
oh my god.
of truth bombing people.
So you caught up with your group again. You let poor Urbar go. He had given you the information you needed. And the group rejoined. You caught each other up on what was going on. And so you headed off to find this giant warlord. After all, powerful storm giant sounded like something that Drost certainly wants to kill. Absolutely. Among other things, I mean, if this giant warlord is terrorizing the local realm and causing issues in the stories and stuff, Zanshana was very concerned about the effects this giant was having on the stories around it, and how it was seeming to change and warp the stories to fit its goals instead of just sticking to its own story. And you got to underneath this storm cloud, and traveling all the way up to it was a rather large plant structure, a beanstalk, of course, where the young boy at the base of the beanstalk just crying into the mud. I spoke with him, gathered some information, tried to figure out yeah, what his deal was. Like I said, yeah, first question, what's your deal, man? I just have to start with that. And it became apparent that this young boy was named Jack, and he was in some trouble, and he fell for a scam, and he was terribly sorry that all of his crops were now ruined because he had planted these magic beans, and they grew up, and they just ruptured the rest of his farmland, and the roots were tearing everything up, and he had nothing left. But Eli convinced him, hey, if this is a beanstalk, well, there's got to be beans, right? And they must be massive if the beanstalk is so massive, so we should go up to the top and figure that shit out. And so you did.
Yes, like a liar.
Indeed. And on the way up, there were some mishaps because the storm cloud was an automated defense system that kept firing lightning bolts down at you as you approached it. And because most of the party was flying with concentration spells of a number of varieties, there was a few mishaps of falling, casting fly again because you were so high up in the air it was multiple rounds to get down, losing concentration again, flying again, trying to get back up, until you eventually broke through the cloud. I think some people just gave up on flying and started climbing because they had very good athletic scores. Other people tried to use more and more clever spells instead of just the fly spell. But eventually the whole party got to the top, and it worked out. At the top, you saw I think I described it as a small house, but large. It is like a little cottage, except it is the most giant cottage you have ever seen in your lives. Looks like it probably only houses like a single person, maybe two, except that everything about it is scaled up like 100 times what you would expect an actual house to be like. And yeah, it was nice and sunny up here, no longer like rainy and stormy. And you decided, well, we should go investigate that house, see what's up with that. And this is when Drost handed Jack a shotgun to defend himself, just in case. Because he totally knows how to use a shotgun. Because he's...
And defend himself? You mean for fun?
Right, yeah, for fun. That's right. Because
blunderbusses are for self-defense.
Yeah, Jack was going to talk about how he was going up the beanstalk to take back what's his, and he was going to go back home to get his blunderbuss, and Josh was like, "Oh no, you don't need to. Here's one."
He wasn't going to make it back.
No, yeah, he's not going to
Josh
make it back.
doesn't know.
But
The blunderbuss was a Nerf gun.
Yes. And Jack showed horrendous disrespect for gun safety and trigger discipline. And as soon as he was asked, like, yeah, you know how to use that thing, right? Immediately pointed at one of your allies without thinking, like finger on the trigger. And so everyone panicked a little bit, and you know, moved the gun away, told him not to point it at everyone, and then started sneaking towards the house. You found a couple sheds out back and a pile of wood, which you sent Jack to investigate the pile of wood so that he wouldn't bother the rest of you while you were actually sneaking. And then Nakareth went on a solo mission to climb up the wall, get in through one of the windows, figure out what was inside. And inside... Yes, exactly. Rolling, I believe, a natural 20 on stealth at some point in there for like a 45 stealth check.
Yep.
Was crazy.
Yeah.
Nakareth got inside and saw a massive giant. And not just massive because he was tall, but like very round. He was a very, very fat giant. Clearly had eaten a lot of food, and this tracks based on previous conversations with other giants in the area and such. And Nakarth also spotted a goose that lays golden eggs in a cage. And Nakarth was very curious about this, went to investigate, picked the lock all by himself, except the lock was larger than him, so he actually just stuck his astral arms inside and manually shoved the tumblers around and figured it out that way. Got the lock open with a great amount of effort because the lock, again, is a metal object larger than Nakareth, but he managed to get that off the door and steal this golden goose. Everything was going well, and based on the natural 20 stealth check, I even clarified last time that Nakareth can't hide his scent super well when he's stealthing, right? So this giant was going to smell him, but I decided on a natural 20. He found some way, maybe he was fast enough that his scent didn't move through the air well enough yet or something. Regardless, everything was going well. Nakareth got the goose, he was getting out, he was heading to the window, he was sliding down the wall, and then you all heard the blast of a shotgun come from the woodpile nearby. And that is where we pick up from today. I believe another piece of information is that we've established that Eli and I believe Leroy have heard this fairy tale before of Jack and the Beanstalk, so there is a version of it that exists in Eberron, and you know the details of it. Other than that, I think I covered everything. Anything I forgot?
I think that was everything.
All right.
Also, fee fi fo fum, was that a fucking gun?
Yes, right. Thank you. That was where we ended. Was fee fi fo fum? Was that a fucking gun? Correct.
Okay.
You hear that fee fi fo fum, and then stomping inside as a very large figure begins moving around.
Eli runs over towards the very squishy Jack, who is essential for the fucking story. And Eli goes, all right, put the shotgun down and stand here for 1 second, real quick. And I'm going to quickly try to cast Regenerate on the kid, because I feel like he's gonna get knocked down very soon.
So Regenerate does take you a minute to cast, right?
Yes, so I'm basically lecturing him
Okay.
and casting.
Sounds good. I think he's slightly in shock as he's fired this gun, and it was way more powerful and way louder than he thought it would be based on his Nerf blunderbuss from home. And probably has a very sore arm because he was not expecting that at all.
Oh shit, poor fucking kid has a dislocated shoulder.
and yeah, it's just kind of standing there staring down at the gun, kind of shaking a little bit.
It's all right. See how big the guy was that gave you the gun? It's a big gun, so it's gonna make a big noise. But don't worry. Well, you don't have to hold that no more if you don't like it. It's fine.
Unlike you, tiny ass.
He will just hold the gun out towards Eli.
I take the gun and put it over my fucking shoulder and continue casting.
All right. So you begin casting those, and it's going to take you a minute, but you hear inside this giant begin to walk around and search. He's lifting things up, moving things around. What are the rest of you doing?
I push the kid behind the woodpile and continue casting, so we're behind the woodpile.
Makes sense.
How many of us can I invisible? None of us. Well, one of us.
I can go
Greater
invisible.
invisibility. Fuck it. I'll greater invisibility myself. I apparently have 28 health, which is cool.
The Karif, can you invisible the goose?
You got hit with a lot of lightning on the way up.
Only myself.
No, I have normal invisibility. I must have swapped it out.
Based.
So I will second, third, fourth. I will invisible Jack, me, Eli.
Okay, so you come behind the woodpile with us?
I'm a robot. I can't do that.
Alright.
Hey, yo.
I assume it's a big ass woodpile, right?
Oh yeah, no, I mean these are giant-sized logs, and not even just the normal giants you would expect from your world. This or even the giant Drostvat. This guy appears to be hundreds of feet tall instead of the normal dozens of feet tall range that you'd be used to.
These logs are literally tree trunks of redwoods.
Well, yeah, but
They could just be trees, honestly.
right?
It's a giant outhouse with some giant sized logs.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
I noticed that no one said they've invisibled me, so am I just fucking standing there like a schmuck?
Hey, don't
Yeah,
you have to defeat
Yeah.
this guy to get power upgrade?
I assumed you wouldn't want to hide from a fight.
I guess not. So I'll go ahead and giant smite and stroll towards the hut, I guess.
okay. So Drost giant smites and becomes the size of what would be a toddler in this environment.
Oh no.
But that's better than a rat.
It's a shame I don't have enlarge reduce.
That would make me very big.
That would
Oh.
make you child size.
Yeah.
Very big.
Wait, how big is this giant?
Oh, it's
Hundreds of feet
ridiculous. Yeah. You as you guys were heading up the beanstalk, I think I explained it last time, but I should re-explain it this time. Thank you for the reminder. Part of the magic of this place is that if you go along with the story, you start to become part of the story in some subtle ways. And that is what the other giant thought was happening to him, is he thought that by going along with these stories, he became a cursed, ugly, like ogre, like the story was actually talking about originally.
Turns
But
out he was just like that.
yeah, it turns out he's just born that way, just built different.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Unfortunate. Yeah. So as you guys followed along with the story of actually helping Jack up and like going up the beanstalk and like going through the usual paces of the story, that meant that compared to this giant, when you got to the top, you were incredibly tiny. You were like rat sized in
Oh,
this
that's
house.
right. I made it small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not sure if the giant's house is fucking gigantic or if you guys are just really tiny because of the story.
Yep.
Hmm.
Oh, but Giant Smite says it makes me huge.
Yeah.
So I'm still technically huge.
Yeah, but that thing is
Yeah,
probably
but-
colossal.
It
Like-
would technically count as gargantuan right now, but gargantuan has no size cap effectively. Yeah.
Oh.
wow. Okay.
Gargantuan is just anything larger than 4 squares wide. Because
Gargantuan is stop asking.
Yeah, they gave up on size scales after that point and just said it's big.
While Eli is
Oh, cool.
casting, he's gonna whisper to Nakar. Nakar, give Jack the goose. Let him hold it. Jack, would you mind protecting this goose? It's a magic goose that will make sure that you and your mom have enough money to feed yourselves forever. All right, but you gotta make sure you keep
What-
it safe. You stay
what-
behind these logs, okay?
What goose?
This goose.
Jack is 100%.
It's feathery.
Right now.
As
You-
as
okay,
invisible
you're a farm boy. You've seen a fucking goose.
as invisible Jack has handed an invisible goose that he did not see before this moment.
Oh no.
He's been goosed.
Just cuddle him behind
Oh,
this
boy.
log. The pile of trees. They're definitely
Not in the
trees.
sheep way.
Jack is gonna
And
roll an
we'll-
animal handling check.
Oh
You
no.
better roll
He shoots the-
fucking
he
high on
shoots
an
the
animal
goose.
handling
I have the
check
gun.
for
I
a
have the gun. No.
goose.
I would like to assist by soothing the goose mentally.
Okay, I'll give him
Mm.
advantage, and that is good because he rolled a natural 1.
Woo!
He rolled
He's
a
so
natural
shocked
10.
with
That's
him.
better. He had a +1, so that's an 11.
It's better than a 1.
It is
That's
better
all
than
I
a
got.
natural 1.
So maybe he got pecked at in the face a couple times.
Yeah, I'm
Gooses
gonna-
are really
Goddamn.
temperamental.
I'm gonna call that a neutral result and just say, yeah, he's taking care of the goose. It's fine. He's at least holding on to it. Probably uncomfortable, and
Pathfinder build.
the goose is larger than like he can really hold on to that easily, but he's doing it. Well, you don't know that because he's invisible. Lamau. I guess
Right.
Kareth and Leroy do. Eli does
I
not.
do not. I do not
Wait,
see all.
You
Eli
don't
saw
see all anymore?
No, he doesn't.
Not anymore.
Unfortunate.
I've forgone it for other magic items. Nikarif, can you like tie a leash
forgot?
around the fucking goose's wings or something?
This
I-
could have been the party with all 4 members that have true sight capability, which would have been funny.
Would have been.
I guess. I'll go find a I'm sure someone
it's
has
in my
rope.
bag. It's in my bag. Just
Okay.
back left pocket. Come on.
Okay.
All right. At this point, I'll ask anybody who's hiding to roll me a stealth check. I'll say with advantage because you're mainly hiding based on invisibility right now.
Yeah, that tracks.
Jack rolled a
Dang.
9 and a 10.
Oh. You know what would be helpful if I actually opened
Actually, better than Leroy.
Hey,
So like, you know.
Hey, I don't mean to be needy, but can I have some like buffing?
I think you said something mean to me before the session, but I can't remember what it was, so I'm gonna go with no.
Or like healing of some sort? Any?
All right. I'm waiting for the 5 minutes or for the
think-
minute to go by.
I think we consumed foresight for you all already for
I of course did.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
for the 2 of them.
can I take that back?
Sorry, you can't take back what's yours. Too late.
Oh. makes it
Oh,
feel like
I'm
it's
a
not
little
mine.
preoccupied.
A whittle.
A little. I'm
Oh, and I can't
concentrating on a
cast.
spell.
So I'm
Can
invisible.
I request you not cast regeneration on the kid and cast it on me instead?
I mean, I can after this if we have time.
So yeah, this is a good question because you cast invisibility on Eli, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe that would mean it immediately fails because Eli is currently casting a spell which breaks invisibility.
Oh, for him, yeah,
For
sure.
him, for the others, they keep it. But yes,
Yeah, his
Don't
dumb
cast
ass
it on me.
wouldn't shut
Cast it on
up.
Dross instead. Oh my gosh.
No, I didn't think it through. It's your fault.
How is it my fault? You see me actively
You
doing the whole
wasted it.
wave and humming, humming.
do
It's,
do 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 do. What
That's that up.
Okay,
Uh,
has a minute gone by?
Not yet. We've been handling
Oh,
a couple things in a row here, but
sorry.
no, it's fine. I just wanted to get to that stealth check and get you guys organized underneath that pile of logs. And yeah, Drost, you giant's might, and you are again, toddler sized in this terrain here, like up against this door and everything. You feel like a toddler compared to what's around you. And you hear footsteps approaching the door.
Well,
Footsteps or footsteps like cannons.
Footsteps like cannons. Yeah.
I'm gonna prepare an action for when the door opens.
What action is that? And what's when the triggers for when the door opens? Sure.
I'm gonna do my little hammer smash.
All right. Hit him on the toe. Bonk.
Yeah.
Smack him in the
Bonk on the
shins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bite his ankle.
It's funny because
Bonk him in the bunions.
does Dross currently know exactly what he's gonna face up against when that door opens?
Nope.
Well,
All right, so he
presumably
has
the
no
door
idea how
is
big it's
several
gonna
hundred
be.
feet tall.
All right.
Like-
So yeah, the door opens, Drost, and you just see
Mhm.
the first thing you see is just a massive foot, just the pale blue skin, barefoot, giant foot, which steps out through the door, and then you look up, following the leg upwards, and it's just this giant, fat giant, pale blue skin. His hair is kind of made of clouds. You can see his eyes are crackling with lightning. And he looks
How,
somewhat lazy, despite how powerful he looks. Like he's not wearing like anything particularly nice or clean. He's just wearing very like comfortable clothes for like basically rags for walking around his house. And yeah,
His fucking PJs.
he's in his PJs. He looks very grumpy that his morning was interrupted.
Man's gonna die in his PJs.
Oh no.
I'll go ahead and earth shatter
Anything
on his foot.
Okay.
personal about him? Talk about hog size.
Hog size.
Yeah, that's important.
Feature earth shatter. Use.
Earth Shatter, that's a con save?
Yep.
Con
DC
save.
22.
All right. He did not roll that well, surprisingly. That is an 18.
What the fuck? He's stunned.
Yeah, that's a very low roll, honestly.
Oof. Starting off strong.
Starting
My
off
God.
strong, yeah. I think stunned. So it's stunned for how long? The end of their next turn. Okay. So I think in this case, the stun is effectively him hopping up and down on one foot while he's clutching at his toes that you just fucking smashed.
He just opened the door to an infant with a hammer.
Yeah, exactly.
That
Not
clobbered his
just a
parents.
hammer, like an infant with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Oh
Like
no.
an
I
actually
get you.
an actually harmful, like very large hammer. Not that a hammer couldn't be harmful, but it's a big two-handed
and a shotgun
like,
slung across his back.
yeah. Fuck.
God damn.
Okay,
Remind me
so
what stun does.
stun is bad for them.
Oh
It causes
yeah.
Is that the auto
question.
crit one?
That's
No.
paralyze, but they
okay.
don't get actions, reactions, movement, anything for a turn. Essentially, I think you do get advantage.
Yes. And
You're
if they had
incapacitated,
and
can't
they
move.
they had any kind of concentration, well, they don't anymore.
Oh, and they automatically fail strength and dex saves.
Yep. That's a pretty big one.
So I'll say,
Good job,
Drost,
Nick.
you just get another round because he's stunned, Lamau.
Let's go.
As he's I mean, his, like I said, the stun in this case is him hopping up and down on one foot and kind of shaking the ground under your feet a little bit as he's like, oh fuck, clutching at his foot with a now probably has a broken toe or two.
Trust
Ooh.
will ready up to like take a half step back, rear back, and slam down with all his might on the toe, big toe on the other foot.
God.
And that's gonna be my my attack or attack run here. So here's one.
That's a hit.
Just crush all of his toes.
He's just gonna swipe across all of his toes.
I think
Just
so.
break all of them.
Get the
And,
pinky next.
I'm gonna fire rune on that.
Well, he fails the strength save.
Yep.
No.
2, 3, and 4.
All right, so you break his toes, and then also, I mean, you can roll damage as well, and I'll track that. But break his toes, but then also, like as he's hopping up and down, these like fiery chains just wrap around his foot and hold it down to the floor, and he kind of like awkwardly starts to lose his balance as he was hopping on that foot, and now suddenly that foot is stuck, and he's like leaning over, shaking his arms, like whoa, whoa.
All right, action surge.
Okay.
He's dead.
Turn
1,
full combo his toes off.
second fire rune.
Okay, well, he fails it.
Oh my
2,
god.
That's a hit.
3,
He's a very large target, very easy to hit.
4.
Yep, that's 8 hits.
8 hits, 2 fire runes. All right, let's see what this does.
Do the fire runes stack?
They just make him restrained and do a little damage.
No. Wait, Nick, you can't do the fire rune twice.
You can
Is
now.
it once per turn?
Once
is it
per
once-
short or long rest.
Oh,
Oh,
it,
well,
it got upgraded.
That's a feature
He has
thing.
features.
Hey, stay in your
Well-
lane.
I can't believe Ashley feels so bad for the giant we're killing that she tried to rules lawyer against us.
Oh my! This is like the first time I've ever fucking done that. Like,
I know, you broke edge
I will
for
say,
that.
I never realized you could just Nova them all out on a single turn, though. That's cool.
that is pretty crazy.
But I don't see anything against that, so yeah. Sick.
All
Ain't
right.
nothing in the rule says dog can't play better than well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. 24d6.
Jesus.
2d10
What?
plus 4d6 from the fire plus 64 flat damage.
Jeez.
Hey, what the fuck?
Oh
Hey,
my
what
god.
the fuck?
Oh,
Do you basically just like fucking nail this
you got
guy's
his
foot to the floor? Yeah.
Got his kneecaps.
Break all his toes on that foot and then his shin. Like
Oh,
Drost is just wailing away and screaming like.
when he
So, yeah, he-
finishes the spell, he cups the child's
answered a
ears so he
knock
doesn't
at the
hear.
door.
he's now yeah, that was probably like a firecracker going off outside for him. Like but
Like,
still
these damn kids.
yeah, these damn like interrupted my coffee. Get off my lawn. And then yeah, fucking every bone in his foot is now broken.
Like,
and so he sets
fucking-
down the other foot that you broke a single toe on, because now that one's less painful and he needs to support his weight somehow. And he's like clutching the door frame with both hands. So yeah, anything else, Trust?
It's like Chucky with a hammer outside your front door.
Oh my god, yeah.
I don't know
Um,
what that means, but it sounds funny.
Still have my bonus action because I giant smited previously.
You did.
I already used second wind earlier. And we haven't had a short rest, so I can't heal, which is shitty because I'm fucking hurting.
Not even hurting that bad.
I'm at 128 out of 213.
You have 100 more health than me.
Yeah, I only have fucking 53 health, you dick.
Oh, well, I mean,
Leroy has it worse than me right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bonus action Storm Rune and just hold on to that.
All right.
And that'll be it for my turn.
We're gonna storm rune the storm giant?
The man is currently stunned and restrained.
You just pull out a taser.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Let's see. I think at the end of Dross' turn, he's again just clutching and like holding on to the door frame, like, and then he will squint his eyes close, and at the end of your turn, will spend all of his legendary actions to just disperse into mist. Just
Yo, does someone have counterspell?
not a spell.
You gotta ruin shit for me like that?
Yeah. So he
We
disappears.
almost got Eli to waste a counterspell.
Why would you make you waste a counterspell?
Cool. Well, I can't do anything about mist dispersion.
Indeed. And then and then Drost, I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Money the fuck?
Can do. Strength save at advantage.
All right. A sudden gust of wind, as if you were almost punched by the wind itself, or perhaps kicked by a very large bit of wind, it rams into you, attempting to just punch you away from the building. But you just dig your hammer into the cloud, and it kind of like scrapes along the cloud itself, and you manage to hold yourself down and avoid being sent tumbling into the wind. And it's your turn again.
Excellent. Well, he's in a cloud form, right?
Yep. He's
I can't really.
He's not. It's not the cloud forms that you guys turn into, but he's sort of just disappeared. It looked like he was melting into mist when he started the transformation, basically. But the mist dispersed so much that you can't like find a center of it anymore.
Well, Can I still hit it?
Certainly try.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to hit it. I'm in a fury after all.
Yep.
A rage?
Something akin to a rage.
Dross is a
There's
furry.
Sight boys see.
Oh,
Well, we already knew that.
hey.
Dross swings his hammer through the air and just kind of loses balance just a slight bit as he tries to hit something and doesn't hit anything at all. So the momentum carries a little farther than he expected. Very slight loss of balance, though. You're fine.
The true sight people see.
Get at my tools.
Your tools are very important.
The true sight people see. Yeah.
He's gone.
I'm struggling to think of what you would see in this moment. Because your true sight ranges aren't super ridiculously large. And I mean, I'll say you can see that he is all around you, if that makes sense. He's basically just dispersed into the atmosphere around you.
Around you?
Yeah, you are breathing him in right now.
I do not sense that.
Immunity.
I don't know. I guess this is strange because he's dispersed so much. You can identify that he's the giant. I don't know that you would see just copies of the giant everywhere or what, but yeah.
It's a vor thing.
You take the PNG that is the giant on your screen and you just like stretch it out, filling the entire screen. That's it.
Well, I wanted to. My next thought was to try Toll the Dead, but I already made an attack. So that doesn't really make sense. I guess I'll just keep attacking.
All right. All of your attacks miss. I'll save you the rolls.
Ooh. I guess I should
You
have
should have
held my
made him
action until he
roll a natural
solidified.
20 and still miss.
Yeah, that's true. That would have been funny.
It would have been funny.
Well, anyone else got any ideas? Want to help at all? Anybody?
You're on your own here. We're invisible. Well, except Eli, who couldn't shut up.
Is Eli done casting?
It's probably been 3/4 of a minute at this point. Things have happened pretty fast. I mean, I know it's D&D, so out of game, we've been here a half hour, but
Feels like it's been forever.
yeah, because
Eli puts a single finger up from behind the wood pile, just like
it was
1
very
second.
it was very quick that the giant came outside, and then it's been 2 rounds of combat, which is only 6 seconds each, so it's not been very long.
Okay.
Um,
Eli continues focusing.
so Drost finishes his attacks, and then I need you to make another strength saving throw, please.
Haha.
All right, another kick from the air, and you just dig into the cloud and keep yourself from being pushed back too far. And then you hear
Well-
a grumbling on the wind. A tough one, eh? Let's see about that.
I'm definitely going to start moving away from, like, at least a foot size radius away from Drost.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. You were probably a ways away already, because if you went to the wood pile, Dross was out in the open. So
Yes, I'm going to do what any sufficiently well-paid bard would not call cowering.
yes.
You know what? That's actually pretty funny. I like that. I suppose. Well, I'll wait till it's my turn.
All right, yeah, it's your turn.
Or he. I'll just pull out my iron bar and ring my hammer and toll the dead.
All right. There's no valid target for your Toll the Dead.
What the fuck shit?
I don't even know what the answer to this is, like spell wise either.
Well, presumably, he has to solidify to hit us. I mean, Drost, just Drost. I say telepathically, which I hope we're not in a plane of fucking contracts. I don't remember the name of that place. Hell. It was just hell. That was just hell.
Ooh, tell him to like run in the house and start stealing his food and shit. That'll piss him off. He'll solidify right up.
True. Alright, I'll jog into his house.
All right. Nope, get back here, you. Fucking
Come
kids
on.
these days.
Exactly how I expected.
Draws over his shoulders and be like, I'm gonna take all your shit.
You dick.
Smashes your toes, runs in your house. I'm gonna take your shit.
Nakara speaks into his mind. You're not wrong.
Literally just a huge shitter.
Just the biggest asshole.
You speak into the giant's mind, you said?
Yeah.
I don't think you can target him right now.
Oh,
Yeah, in this forum, the giant can't be targeted by attacks, spells, or other effects. So I don't think you can
okay.
select him for that right now.
That was funny.
Ah.
That would have been funny though.
It would have been. You could say it out loud.
I could.
Eyebrows
Well,
raised.
the mask, I can amplify and make my voice sound weird. So, I mean,
True.
if I make a stealth or some kind of
You will be banished from the woodpile if you do that.
that's fine. I'll go out to the outhouse.
Yeah, you want to see what happens when the giant kicks the woodpile with you guys in it? That'll be real fun.
No.
Listen, I got fly, I got polymorph. I am ready for
So
being
he's
yeeted
everywhere
off
at
of this
once.
fucking
I'm not gonna say it out loud. That's a bad idea. Yeah, I'll skip doing that.
everything everywhere all at
Good.
once.
So
Well,
just you make it inside the house.
yeah.
Yep. So we don't need to necessarily make this too strictly initiative based, but until you get him to solidify, he's essentially just going to try and kick you every so often,
What's
while
your-
you mess with shit. So tell me how you're messing with shit.
What's around the house?
Evasive maneuver.
Let's see.
Break
You went in
everything.
the door, right? So the first thing you would
Mhm.
see is you're in like a little kitchen area, with a small table, a single large chair. You can see a doorway leading into what appears to be a small bedroom nearby. Up higher off the floor, you can see there are like countertops with like all sorts of shit on them. You see the cage. We're in a car that got the goose and like all sorts of jars of ingredients and spices and whatever the fuck.
Yep.
Take a single bite out of every piece of food that you fucking see.
I was actually about to ask where the food is. Where's
Yeah,
the
up on
food,
the
Jordan?
counter. It looks like
I'm gonna start climbing up
it looks
there.
like he was in the middle of eating something at the table as well.
I mean, if he never stops, then
Just lick it. Be like, it's mine now, bitch.
I'm just gonna start climbing up onto the table.
All right, athletics check to climb up there. It's a little bit of an awkward thing to climb from your current position, your current size, but oh yeah.
Never been a problem.
Yep, just hand over hand up the table leg, grab onto the ledge, just hoist yourself up there.
Jost is just in full fucking gremlin mode.
I cannot get over this image.
Drost is the most jacked infant in the world right now. Just fucking...
Oh, he's like the guy. Hezbollah.
Oh, yeah. The
Yeah.
the guy that looks like a little kid that punches people.
Yeah, Hezbollah just showed up at this guy's door,
You look up.
Except-
smashed his toes, and ran under his
Except
legs.
actually jacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's some guy that
I
has like
looked up
a
Hezbollah and it popped up Hezbollah, which is a Lebanese Shia Islamist political party in the
Yeah,
middle
I was gonna warn you against searching for
God.
Hezbollah because that is.
so
Oh, you're on a watch list now.
So he is a guy that has some sort of, I think, genetic disorder, right? Something along those lines, where he just never grew up and is just a kid. It like just looks like a fucking toddler.
like
I was gonna
Benjamin
say
fucking
that's just
Button
called
or
being a
something?
YouTuber,
I
but
thought you
like
were gonna say
Yeah.
Ben
physically.
Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, he's like Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, like Ben Shapiro. Unironically so funny.
he's like Ben Shapiro's brain if it was a human body.
Yeah, so he's actually like 20 something, but he looks like a toddler. Yeah, so that's the
that's
mental image right
sad.
now.
Incredible. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab the closest piece of food and take a bite out of it.
All right, yeah. Yeah, he there is plenty of food on the plate. Let's see. He was eating just potatoes today. He just cooked up some potatoes.
God,
with-
psychopath.
yeah, just potatoes. That's
No
what you
butter.
do. No butter.
Just raw potatoes on
No
a
milk.
plate.
Just yeah, they were absolutely just raw potatoes. Yep.
Just yelling out the door. I'm eating your shit now.
Bitch.
Another strength saving throw, please, Dross.
I don't.
I don't know if you can fail this or not. I think there's a chance, but it's very low.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
the
plus
guy.
14.
That's pretty
There's
good.
some pretty funny pictures of this kid. He's known as Mini Kebab, which is just really funny.
Yep. So Dross, you grab onto the edge of the table as a reflex as this wind knocks into you again, and the plate and the food just goes fucking flying against the wall. The plate shatters. Ugh! Asshole!
Yeah, I'm gonna grab more food.
Well, the table's empty now. So where are you going?
Go
I
shit
guess-
in his bed.
I guess
Go
his
shit.
room. Yeah, I
Good
guess I'm going to
God.
his room.
Nope,
You
nope,
just
don't
be
do
in there.
fucking.
all for 1 minute and you become a gnome.
This fucking goblin. Oh my god.
Okay, this time I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, Dross. You head up to the words you hear,
Dex
no, 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 and then some crackling in the air.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Something tells me an 11's not gonna cut it.
No, probably not.
Uh-oh. The luck has run out.
As 32 points of lightning damage as he manifests a lightning bolt over your head as you run towards his room.
Ooh, I'm gonna see if I can Indomitable that.
All right.
Stone's endurance.
Stone's endurance is after the Indomitable.
Fair.
Oh?
There's a
That is a
proper order to
pass.
things.
Let's go!
So you take half damage.
With Stone's endurance.
Yep, so that'll be 16, and then Stone's Endurance, you might just remove all of it somehow.
Oh my god.
Plus
And
con.
plus 3.
Almost.
3 damage.
Pretty
you get
good.
static shocked and then flip them off and keep going or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I get a little zap, just middle finger in the air. Fuck you, you can't stop me. Bitch.
I think this counts as a hijink.
All right.
This
So he's
may be
all right, that's
a
it.
hijink. Yeah.
And then in the bedroom in front of you, he just manifests again. The mist swirls, and his 2 large feet hit the ground, and he winces as his feet touch the floor. But it is your turn. It took his turn to re-manifest.
Let's go.
You might want to tell us that
Good.
he's remanifested.
You probably hear the thump of his feet hitting the
Yeah,
floor
Oh,
inside.
true.
giant.
We probably
Bud.
don't need to be told. Kill him.
I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna keep hitting him.
Oh god. His poor
Crush his other
feet.
foot.
Say your shins are mine, motherfucker. 1,
Oh my god.
2, 3.
Oh my god.
4.
That's 4 hits.
Slash roll 12d6
He's a fun game.
It is.
plus 2d10.
This is a very
plus
fun plane that we're on right now.
32.
Hey, if the Fey plane isn't somewhat whimsical, where else is it gonna be, you know?
It's another 91
My
damage.
god.
What?
Fuck you, man. And then he's gonna lean down and try to grapple you.
He's just upset.
He's so grumpy. He was just like checking out what the fuck was going on outside his door, and then he is like all of his bones below the knees are broken.
I just realized we didn't even try to fucking talk to him and be like,
No,
hey man,
absolutely
like,
not, we
why are
did
you
not.
taking the food? No, we're just like, fuck your kneecaps.
Nope.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Joss,
I'm
what? That's
the
a
only
giant.
one with I'm the only one with an excuse here.
Turn into Jello.
So this is post athletics.
Okay, opposed athletics.
Ooh, he
Ooh,
rolled a
22.
29.
I'm gonna use my last Indomitable. Can I do that?
I don't think that works.
think so.
That's a skill check, not a
That's
save.
not a save.
Just cast a
Man.
spell and blink out. It's easy. I do it all the time.
No, I'll just be grappled, I guess.
Yeah, he's gonna lift you up and hold you out at arm's length so you're not swinging with your hammer at his face. Then he's gonna run out of the house holding you, and then just one hand with you, in his hand over his shoulder, and just fucking toss you as far away from the house as he can. Which make me another strength save, Drost.
Here's the question: is how
Ask how
far
he
do I
ran.
fly? How far do? Oh, it's true. He's running on his broken stumps.
Yeah, I mean he's a storm giant. He actually has a fly speed according to the stat block. So yes, he probably just hovers over.
How's that for
Jesus.
his strength
Save, huh?
save?
All right, so I think
Right.
I think it makes sense narratively then that he goes to toss you and you just grip onto his fucking fingers. And you're just like, ah!
I was gonna say swing out my super shoddy and grapple to him.
Oh, that works too. I like
Because
that.
since I'm smaller, it'll pull me to him.
All right, so with the natural 20, you super shoddy, I don't know, to his fucking cheek or something terrifying like that. Like, he tries to
This
throw
poor
you and just
man.
grappling hook to his face.
He's gonna be fucking traumatized by the end of this.
Holds a hand
He's gonna
up
be
to his
dead.
face.
Well, no, because he'll be re alive later.
He
So-
might not really be. Maybe, I don't know.
Drost, you
Sure,
are
this is normal,
retracting.
Ghost.
You are retracting in towards his face at high velocity, like it's fucking Attack on Titan or something. What are you doing? Your turn.
Take out the blade. Just go for the nape.
More like
God.
rear back and just swing an almighty blow at his forehead.
No,
God.
no.
Oh,
At
you're
his
gonna
fucking
blow him.
trachea. Sink in his trachea.
That's
You-
worse.
You get 4 attacks. You could do like break the nose, hit him in the trachea, fucking
like a-
bash his teeth out. Like you
It's
just
like
do a
from
full combo.
the Sherlock movie. Dislocate jaw, stun,
Yeah,
break his nose,
discombobulate.
discombobulate. All right. I feel like he's not trying to hit me. He's just trying to get rid of me, which either means he's
stuck.
shit at fighting, or it's not actually doing anything.
Yeah, or you're just a pest, is what
You're
it is.
you're hurting him. I gave him double the hit points due to his fucking gigantic size compared to you.
Oh, okay, so keep going. Single-handedly kill this man.
That is almost the worst I could have rolled there.
Oh wow.
I think you can only miss him on a double natural one.
Okay. Should have copied my damage roll from last time.
You can hit an up arrow on that keyboard and just it'll go to your last sent message that you manually typed
No
out.
fucking way. No,
Yeah.
you're actually cracked.
I do that all the time for GM rolls. Sometimes you type out long ones. 92 damage. Yeah. So what are you going for here with these hits?
Just like a cheekbone, like a nose, like the front of his throat, and I guess like a collarbone shot on the way down.
God.
Ooh.
Not the collarbones.
So he tries to stop you with his hands as you're incoming, and he's kind of distracted by the fucking grappling hook in his face. A little disoriented, and then just wham. And you know what? After all this rapid damage, where he hasn't really gotten a chance to fight back, I'm gonna make him roll a quick Constitution saving.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
Wham! One of your hits, just his head like tilts back a little bit, and he just passes out and falls backwards back into the door that he ran out of a moment ago, and just slam down into the floor, and both arms hit the floor after his torso does. His head hit the floor awfully hard on his way down.
And then you hear a young child's voice from the next room over.
No.
Father?
Daddy,
Trust
what's happening?
you're next, motherfucker.
The doom music kicks in.
Hell is full.
Oh my god.
Humanity is dead. Blood is fuel. Hell is full.
Lore.
I'll walk up to I'll like jog over his body
Yep.
Teabag him.
up to where his head is.
Oh my god.
Crouch
And
3 times.
I'm gonna wedge the super shotty between his teeth.
Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, Eli, I think at this point you've finished casting regeneration.
I am covering this boy's ears and just peeking over the wood thing, and I'm hearing like the blows, and I'm like, it's okay. My friend's handling it. Just sit here, be quiet. Oh jeez, that didn't
And then
sound
you
good.
hear
I
this
mean, everything's
almighty
fine.
explosion.
Yeah, you just hear a loud crack.
Yeah. You start to cover this kid's ears, and he's like, did I just hear doom music? Like
No, that was the
doing?
Teletubbies. What are you talking? They're doing this new thing. It's okay.
Yeah, and then with a sound like 10 times louder than the tiny shotgun that was fired by Jack earlier, just this echoing boom. You fucking shotgun paste this giant's head all over his own kitchen floor.
Oh my god. The cops are gonna have a field day with this one.
I would say Joss is probably just standing there for a minute. And then he's like, you know what?
Highly satisfied with his work.
He's like, you know what? That might be enough.
Hey, guys, are we bad people?
He looks
Status
around.
report?
He's like, I think I'm satisfied.
He looks at the table. There's like a framed photo of a wife and like
Oh
several
my
small
God.
children.
I do not give a fuck. I do not give a single fuck.
Dross would just use that like, oh shit, new targets. I gotta track
He
these
goes,
on the
thank
table."
God, and he'd wipe the blood off his face with the painting. Like,
Drost furiously taking notes.
oh, where are they? Is they on the back? No, he kind of reaches this like this state where he's like, you know what? I think I've inflicted enough punishment.
That's very big of him.
All it took was an indescribable
And then he
act
goes
of
for a
violence.
double tap because nobody does a single tap on a target.
True, I would reload and fire another round into his
God.
chest. Like,
All right, mark off 2 shotgun shells or 4 technically.
4, yeah, 4.
Or are you gonna settle for not shooting his dick off?
No,
Oh,
j-
shit.
no, no.
Alright.
Hey, we aim for the center of mass.
Oh my
He's
Alright,
god.
already
fair.
dead. He's not gonna dodge.
I mean, it's just the disrespect. Really, is what it's about.
I mean, I think he already disrespected him by like eating all of his food and then going to shit on his fucking
Just-
pillow.
I'll look around his house, I guess, now that no one's there to stop me.
Speaking of, I was gonna give Dross this moment here, but Nakarth, in the meantime, you with your
Yeah.
incredibly high passive perception,
Uh-huh.
feel like something is off.
I was gonna say, while all that extreme violence was happening, Nakarth was just strolling around, looking around. What's up?
That makes sense. So you're looking around, but also it all happened in less than half a minute. So you don't have too much time, but you feel like something is off, and you feel like you recognize a feeling in like a feeling that you feel like in your core, not like with any of your senses necessarily. Like your sense of
Feeling.
balance is telling you something is
feeling
off.
that feels
feely
feely.
feel.
Something is
Oh, shit.
wrong with the floor. Something is wrong with what you're standing on.
It's lava.
I think the island is falling. Is my best guess.
It's probably what's
Because-
happening. Because in the story, he chops down the beanstalk and the giant falls out of the sky.
Yep.
Dies.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, come on, kid. Like, grab him and the goose.
Usher him by the door real quick so he doesn't look inside.
Yep.
Uh,
Blocking his fucking eyesight. Like, you don't worry, we got the treasure. We're gonna go save your mom. I mean, like, bring it to your mom.
Did-
Your mom's not in danger. Let's
Did
go.
we take back what's ours?
Yeah,
we
we
do
took back what's ours. Don't worry, we took it. Don't look in there. We
We're
took
making,
it.
we're making it back.
Wait, what did he say?
We're making it back.
Yeah, we're making it. Yeah.
all right, then in that case, I'll do a extremely quick scan around the cabin.
Okay, yeah. Still with giant's might up, you can run around as a little gremlin toddler looking for loot.
I can grapple to high places if I need to.
True. I think probably the one thing you could spy really quickly in his room is a sword that is shaped like a thunderbolt.
I'm taking that shit.
All right. That's just
Wait.
kind of like hung up on the wall like decoratively in his room.
Hang, Jordan.
This man
No,
has
it's
never
hung.
fought
It's
back
hung.
in his life,
Oh.
has he?
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is hanged. I am hung. Big difference.
Big difference. It is a size difference, actually.
So it is a little
Cool.
large for you, even in your giant smite form, but you're able to pick it up. That's fine.
All right, I'll jog back out to where the group is.
All right.
Flight, please.
I pat Drost, myself, and the kid. Wait, Leroy, do you fly?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And I can get 3 people with it, and it's just the same price.
All right, I get our 3 people, and we're outie.
Okay, I will
1,
get just the
2.
2 of us.
No, isn't
Sorry
the
for me.
Isn't the other lady here with
Just
us?
the two of us.
Oh, is
Oh my god, was she here for that?
She was
I
here
think
for that,
so.
I think.
Zenshana
Oh
was
my
with
god,
you, yeah.
she's so wholesome.
Oh
Okay, I'll fly
shit.
her too.
So, thoughts?
Trust
Sendana?
walks out covered in gore.
Oh yeah.
He's like, "Oh, did you see that?"
Oh, Dross, what did I say about getting in their ketchup
Dro-
stores? Look, he got what was theirs. Now let's go.
Drost went all invincible.
Yeah, exactly. This fucking fairy
Mega
tale
Man.
just got the gritty deconstruction real quick. Fucking,
Mhm.
He hit the gritty.
Point
he
me to the
did.
close point me to the closest train.
Dear God. All right. So you guys are running outside, casting fly spells and stuff, and I'll say, roll me a D100. Whoever wants to do it first. You want to roll high.
Someone call it.
I got it.
Fuck! I typed
Uh-oh.
tilde 100 or tilde 00.
So you're running
34.
outside. You're gathering everything together. Frost doesn't quite make it outside, and then the
Uh-oh.
clouds you're standing on cease to be clouds you can stand on, as the large storm cloud that was manifested as the lair of this storm giant that was just killed dissipates. And it was already starting to fade as the house was starting to fall, and now you are all just in free fall. So I think you cast these spells on the way down, but it's just it's not that there's necessarily a strict consequence here. It's just slightly more dramatic as you're falling. There's definitely more than a round of falling beneath you, and so on the way down, probably halfway down, you manage to cast fly and all just arc outwards, using that momentum to keep you going off horizontally instead of vertically, and avoid impacting the floor directly. As the house topples into the beanstalk on the way down, knocking it down, and it just kind of everything falls together as this large bit of rubble and broken plant that lands on a nearby forest and just tramples it all, just crash, and there's a whole huge wave of earth being like ripped up from the ground as a shockwave moves through the forest and trees are decimated. But you guys are safe.
Excellent.
Well,
Well, that's something.
thank fuck my house was over that way and not that way.
No, right? Fuck that. Fuck that way. I mean,
Well, that's what we did. Yeah.
And then
why don't you head home to your mom and show her this magic goose?
the house, as it's tumbling through the air, a corpse just falls out of it, falling slightly slower, and then the corpse hits the ground last on top of the rest of the rubble.
Mm, that was a life-size doll. Life-size doll.
It's like when a whale's been sitting out in the sun too long.
Bursts.
Why?
You know what I mean? We've all seen those videos.
Yes.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Please explain
don't
it in
want
I
to.
rapid
haven't
detail.
seen it, but I
Let me go
refuse to
find
watch
one.
No, don't actually. I've seen one. My God.
What happens is it busts.
First of all, I'm gonna point to the shotgun Jack had. Oh,
It's
Eli
on my
took it,
shoulder.
right? All right, I'm not worried then. I'm gonna check out the lightning sword.
I'm gonna walk the kid
now,
home.
now that you're down beneath the cloud, all the proportions of everything have sort of recorrected, and it is just sort of like a long blade in your hand now. A long sword, rather.
Like a great sword, or
Just a long sword.
oh, okay.
I mean, all swords are great, you know.
I think, because I can't remember the actual name of this weapon that I wanted it to be, and so I'm frantically looking it up on D&D Beyond.
Oh, Vorpal sword.
No. And I can't remember if it was a great sword or a long sword, or if it's one of those generic, can be any kind of weapons.
What's the stats for the shotgun, by the way, Nick?
The one that Ross has?
The one that I took from him.
Oh, it's just a normal
Oh.
shotgun.
I can just put, if you want to keep onto the shotgun, I can just drop it into your inventory too.
I'm gonna hold on to it.
2d8 piercing.
I don't want Dross to give it to another fucking child.
I
I got
have
it.
2 more.
I have moved a shotgun into Eli's inventory.
I have a shotgun, 2 revolvers, and a rifle in my backpack.
Excellent.
How many shells? I guess that's just what's in it.
Oh, actually, they're called magazines.
Ah, here we go. Okay, so this is essentially a flame tongue that deals lightning damage instead of fire damage. Is what you found.
Okay.
That's cool.
So it does 2d6 extra lightning damage on a hit. And it is a longsword. I was like, it's not a fire sword. What is it? Flame tongue. Yes, much more iconic.
I mean, it is a fire sword.
Yeah.
It's light tongue. Lightning tongue.
Yeah.
Zap tongue.
Well, cool. I guess we're on our way to the
So Jack
the
gets sent back
castle?
home. Yep. And since Shauna says, no, I never have seen a story turn out quite like that before, but I haven't been over in this region of this place in quite some time.
Hopefully the kid learns how to climb the beanstalk himself next time. Hopefully he got a little stronger with this.
I have a feeling that the story won't turn out quite the same way next time. Yes, I think this giant was an outsider like you all and was twisting things for his own means.
I mean, hopefully he doesn't remember that, honestly.
Yeah, he shouldn't, unless that story was powerful enough of a story to ascend him to a higher level of Fae. That
Definitely
could be
not.
bad,
That kid
but
was passed out for half of it.
that's true. He'll probably be fine.
Kid was knocked fucking unconscious for like 50% of the journey.
We also could have just banished him or something, probably.
The kid?
No,
No,
the giant.
giant.
Oh, I'm gonna say like, why would you mean the kid?
No, because he's an outsider.
Oh, and I do explicitly explain to the kid as he walks away, it's a magic goose, not to cook with. You don't cook the goose. It lays golden eggs, all right?
You can cook with the goose in the room. That's
Yes,
okay.
just don't cook the goose because
Oh, you guys
then
are
you'll
leaving
waste
the
all
goose
the golden
with Jack?
eggs.
No, we take the goose. We take the goose. Steal the goose.
Oh shit, wait, what?
It
mean,
lays
we
golden
can
eggs.
We can take the goose if you want. You want the goose?
The party did
I
discuss taking the
retcon-
goose last time.
I
Yeah.
I retcon the
Yeah,
like
alright, we
explaining to
take
him
the
to take it
goose.
home. Thank you for holding on to this goose for us, buddy.
Of course. I just I'm glad that there's not that terrible storm in the beanstalk keeping me from doing my farming.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
sure it will never come back ever again.
My goose, motherfucker.
This
I
feels
mean,
like a happily ever after. If
yeah.
you
What
ask me.
what are the odds of such a thing happening twice? It would not make any sense.
It's like, what if you got struck by lightning twice? See, you and me are on the same brain wavelength.
Exactly. Well, thank you for all your help, and good luck on your travels. And you will
All
head
right.
home.
Good luck with your farming.
Nice
Roll
meeting
Tide.
you. Hi.
Aw.
So glad you picked up Roll Tide from TikTok.
All right, so just traveling through the woods to try and reach the fucking castle. Is that the plan?
With
Yeah,
our pet
trying to
goose.
get Eli to explain what roll tide means.
Well, you see, I don't really know too much about it myself.
Traveling through the woods, make it to the castle to take back what's ours.
To take back
It's
what's
so
ours.
base.
All right, so we'll skip over the travel then a little bit, and I think we'll end the session. I guess technically late, but a little early compared to a normal session runtime. With you guys arriving at exactly where you thought you would arrive, at the Prince of Frost's Castle of Frozen Tears.
God fucking damn it.
As you get closer and closer, everything gets colder all around you, and the very bright summer forest around you. And you notice that as you spend time here, the time of day doesn't really seem to change much. Strange. It's like time doesn't quite work the same way here. But as you move in the direction of the compass is pointing you, things do get a little darker and a little colder, a little more overcast, and you eventually see snow on the ground, and the trees around you turn into more evergreen trees and such as you're traveling. And eventually you're just in a absolute, like, pure full-on winter wonderland out here where everything is just caked in snow and ice. And yeah, I think most of you are pretty well equipped against the cold because you also went to the plane of ice. So if you need to, you could change into your winter gear or whatever is required, and it'll probably be fine.
Could we have a short rest by any chance?
Yeah, you guys can all short rest up.
I would love a short rest.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with doing one of those.
This is
So never gets old.
D&D ASMR.
Good, I
like
got all
how
my
brain
bardic
was in so
inspirations
much
back.
pain, and I didn't take any damage.
I take
I
damage
just realized
during
I
that.
cast restoration on the kid for absolutely nothing.
Yep.
Yep.
He's gonna go
Yep.
home, accidentally give himself a paper cut. It's gonna heal right up. He's gonna be like, witchcraft.
I was
No,
gonna
he's
just
gonna think he's invincible
yeah,
and see how far he can push it.
take back what's his.
Yeah.
I was gonna let you get through that just in case anything did happen to him, but I will admit most of the damage that could have happened in that combat would have just been an instant kill on him. Like I
But
would have
it's
had to
okay
roll
because
real low.
regeneration would just pop him back up to 1.
Not if it's an insta kill. If
Oh.
if it's more than
Pink
half
mist.
under max
Oh,
HP, the
that
insta kill
kind of-
threshold. Yeah.
Yeah.
The dude had 8 max HP.
Listen, as he gets
A literal
destroyed,
child.
hopefully he gets more HP.
There's a good chance I insta-gib that kid.
Exactly, and the giant was even bigger.
I think there's a good chance that any
Okay.
of us
Yeah, there's a
insta
good
gets
chance
that kid.
I insta-gib that kid.
Like I can cast fucking vicious mockery on the kid right now, and I probably would fucking insta kill him.
His head just fucking explodes.
Oh yeah. Thanks for the help, everybody. By the way,
You're welcome.
that was really nice. That was good teamwork, guys.
Yeah, you clearly
Listen,
needed
this
it, so we
journey
stepped
is
in.
your journey.
Yeah, you needed that. That was like, we could tell that was cathartic for you, like with my massive insight.
It was a good therapy session for you, honestly. You seemed a bit tense.
It seemed like you needed that.
It's like what's the room where you go to smash stuff? Rage room. It's like a rage
A
room,
red room.
but it's somebody's, body.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, it's
red
just a
room.
story.
It's just
Yeah, it's just a
he'll
story,
come
but
back.
look, there's a camera.
It's
Y'all
just a
hear
prank,
about the
bro.
prank YouTuber that got shot?
No,
So,
but I'm not surprised.
I did hear about that. Yeah.
There's a guy who, does like YouTube pranks, and he's fucking annoying. And he was going at this guy, annoying him, and he
Wink.
just got him, like
That is-
in the stomach.
That is. I mean, we were gonna get there eventually.
Yeah.
It was gonna happen,
He
right?
fucked around. He found
Yeah,
out.
I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner, to be honest.
Because I've
Yeah.
seen
Some
prank
of those
YouTubers
prank
get punched in the
YouTubers are
mouth before.
pretty-
Like,
It's pretty brutal.
Well,
I think the thing
Damn.
that made me want to punch a prank YouTuber was I saw a video of one of them like grabbing a tourist's phone and just yeeting it into the river. And I'm like, dude, that's not funny.
that's not a prank.
That's just
Yeah,
That's a
that's-
crime.
that's destruction of
That's
property right
assault.
there, my dude.
I saw one of those
Yeah.
where somebody walked up to a photographer and just yoked their camera, like their DSLR, into the
Oh my
water.
god.
And it was at a public park, and just everyone from around the park just like circled around this guy. Like, we are all witnesses to this crime. Like,
Yeah. 30 bemused bystanders couldn't seem to figure out what the guy who killed him looked like.
Exactly.
I had no fucking idea.
In Minecraft.
What? No, in
No,
Minecraft
yep,
means
yep.
for real, Jordan.
Oh, right. Not in Minecraft.
We're talking, yeah, you say in-game now? In XIV?
Oh, Nick, I have devastating
we,
news to tell you.
Your
You've
sub
been
random?
shot.
we do have some slight things left in D&D as well.
Oh shit! Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's
Well, we're
okay.
done.
You said
No.
we're ending early.
I said we will be ending early here, and then you guys
Oh my
wanted a
God,
short
I'm so
rest, and then we
sorry.
just kind of went on tangents.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
so
we had our
sorry.
short rest.
It's okay. As part of that short rest, Jost,
Yes, sir.
you notice your hammer crackling with a bit of electricity.
I can't wait.
Oh, it's twitching.
And
Wait, do I have the sword too?
you do have the sword too, but your hammer is it has upgraded finally. Woo!
Let's go, baby. I'm actually really
So,
excited.
I think
Can't wait for you to tell me what that does.
here's my proposal to you. 1 casting of chain lightning per day. How's that sound?
Oh my god.
I'm so in.
There we go. All right, because we wanted to be storm themed somehow. You fast storm giant. I was thinking like regular ass lightning bolt, but that's not good enough at level 20, you know? So like
Regular
chain
ass
lightning.
lightning bolt.
How about chain lightning but 4th edition where it bounces off surfaces and makes AoEs at each one?
Hell yeah. But no.
That's
Regular
pretty
one.
fucking cool. Aw,
Oh.
damn it.
So you got that upgraded. We'll work out the exact. I mean, I think that's basically it. That's the stats. 1 cast of chain lightning per day. But so you got that going, and yeah, you guys continue your travel, and eventually we'll end the session here with you can see now in the distance this castle made of ice, the castle of the Prince of Frost, and we'll pick up from next time as you guys actually approach that castle and. Hopefully don't get caught and brutally assaulted and tortured and captured by the fucking the guy who hates mortals from the material plane that you're trying to sneak into his castle. That place, right?
I'm not
The place
mortal.
famous for capturing mortals and torturing them to death. That's the place you're currently headed into. So, we'll get to that
It
next
was
time.
lighthearted and fun to not
Yeah.
be
Okay.
fun.
You go from fairy tales to literally fucking. You're in berserk now. Good luck.
Do we know what his wife looks like? Could I like just fucking disguise myself into his wife?
Maybe don't do that. The one that left him.
Yeah, the one who he is getting revenge on all mortals because he can't reach his wife to get revenge on her yet.
He's like, cool, Uber torture.
Yeah. That's the one.
He's like, oh, catharsis? Love that.
Serious question, genuine question.
Genuine
Does my
question.
immortality count?
No, probably
this
not. You can
guy's
make that
standard?
argument. You can make that argument. We'll figure it out.
We'll
'Cause let me
figure
double
it out.
check. He does, according to the book, specifically hate mortals. So if you are a mortal, huh? You just have to make that argument to him. That's all.
That's my question. Is
My
like,
soul is technically immortal because it's gonna be recycled by somebody.
Yeah, but your flesh is still mortal.
but you'll be dead. Yeah,
You're all
that's
also
stupid.
very easily mistakable for mortals, and he may just not care. He's not exactly the most reasonable guy ever. So you'll have to make that case to him. You'll have to work that out.
Oh fuck, we're
mean,
gonna get
yeah.
profiled.
Yeah.
Racially profiled.
Hey, the other group went to court and had to fight their way out of jail with the legal system, and that was
Oh
fun.
no.
The hardest D&D adventure, overcoming the legal
Yeah,
system.
that's just basically what it was. They ended up
In the criminal justice system.
yeah.